Kage might be a ghost or he might be on his console. I don't know, but he's gonna be screaming by hearing some sheer fucking stupidity. Every time he hears something, every time I get him to watch something, it puts this man further and further and further. I feel bad for him. But yet I have to abuse his curiosity. 'Cause why wouldn't I? And in this one, it's just taking you down a path of why? And in this one, it's just who does this? You're probably wondering who does this? Jim Sterling, Jennifer Sterling, Ashley Sterling. I don't know what Sterling. Okay, I think you ever seen that movie by Marlon Wayans, Sextuplets? He might be Sextuplets mixed with Split. All his siblings fused into one entity. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying. You ever seen that movie? You ever seen the movie Split with the dual personality? That's what I'm saying. That's what he reminds me of. Jim Sterling should be in the next M. Night Shyamalan movie. At least there he might be somewhat relevant for at least one weekend. He's a director. What are you talking about? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That. For real. You gotta ask them that. They know those. They know the answers. Yeah, it's like, how do you make these people like anything he touches? It's just chaos. But yeah, Jim Sterling has flown under the radar from Elden Ring, and guess what? Now he's back. Yeah, it shocked me because I knew something told me to stop subscribing to. Here's the thing. I learned this from watching Fatanga's video that Jim Sterling is one of those where he'll blame it saying, "You're only making the videos on me because I transitioned." It's not fucking true at all. Uh-oh, he's getting on the console. You giving me time to share my stream around, so yeah. Uh-oh. Everybody, TikTok. He's coming. Oh, no. Well, Kyo's busy, so it'll probably just be either you, me, Bushido, and if Conundrum jumps in. He's on his way, everybody. Kage's on his way. I'm giving him a few minutes to jump in before I start playing, to start having you guys listen to what I found. I hear him talking so much shit in the background. Shit. Everybody, I can hear Kage's judgment in the background. He's still switched to the console, but he left his mobile on. I can just hear the pure and utter rage coming. Disappointment that will turn into rage. I sense his soul is falling apart. He's going to use the raging demon to split its soul in half. I got the video on standby with the speaker ready. I don't know if you're on the console yet or not. That's exactly why I haven't hit the play button. Play what? 5. I thought you would play 3. So it makes me wonder, was Jim Sterling maidenless, so he decided to become a maiden? Uh-oh. Kage's dark voice has arrived.
Let's break this bitch down.
Well, this first video on Jim Sterling is 32 minutes.
I can handle it. Hit me.
After that EDP documentary, I'm pretty sure you can handle any fucking video now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Get Good once started as a joke, but has since been taken far too seriously by people who stake far too much of their self-esteem.
I already hear cancer.
Find a pretend dragon without any friends, which I guess is
It's bad because I know a British. Wait, is British or Australian?
If there's one thing Gamergate.
I think he's Australian.
I hear a little bit British in it.
British.
Oh, okay.
In the face of its overwhelming challenge, the
oh yeah, there's a cat stalking Keo right now where he's at. Keo can only be in the chat, and right now he's being held hostage by a cat. A cat won't let him leave the room.
I know how that feels.
Like, it's just staring at him.
How they want to play, how they engage with the media, and what they believe is the one true way to experience video games. And that's what I mean when I say that I'm better at video games.
Can anyone hear me?
You hear what he just said? He said that's why he's better at video games than you, because here's his logic. He's better at enjoying a video game, so therefore by nature he's better than you at a video game.
That makes no sense.
So that means Kage,
whatsoever.
you enjoy Devil May Cry 5, you're better than me in Devil May Cry.
That doesn't even make any sense. By his logic, yes.
Yeah.
By his logic, that makes no sense whatsoever.
I have multiple screens up right now, Garrett. That's why I'm swapping my head around.
Let me guess. Return of the face cram, huh?
Oh, yeah. What? These people have been bringing it out. The occasion is right. And there's no one here, so I can yell to my fucking heart's content. And oh, God, just looking at Jennifer Jim Jet Sterling. How
Jennifer,
do you even,
oh, God.
I don't know what to fucking call him. Her. It. Which. I don't fucking know. I don't know these acronyms, all the fucking, they're taking everything in the fucking alphabet. Whatever.
They're called pronouns.
Okay. So wait, you're telling us something that they were trying to teach us in preschool was meant for sexual orientation this whole time?
If that's the case, then that's why preschool was the best thing ever.
No. That's pre-grooming.
Oh God, no.
I knew you was gonna say, oh no.
Oh no, that's
I think that's wrong with what's wrong with Jim. I think I noticed this. When you fight with the teacher, you're resisting the grooming. You don't resist the teacher and become teacher's pet, you're a future bitch.
Wow, reminds me back of that guy from high school.
Die in a ditch somewhere.
What was that?
Elden Ring has been released, and with it has come a flurry of discourse. But the only real point in this discussion to be acknowledged is that
Keep
I'm a
watching
better
you.
Elden Ring player than you.
Look, you don't have to warn me. I know. I'm kicking up a hornet's nest here. It's like walking into a crackhead den with the only piece of crack left. I know what I'm getting myself into, and I'm thoroughly prepared for it. No, I'm not talking
you sure
about the
about that?
backlash from Jim. I'm talking about the pain and possible brain aneurysm I'm gonna get sitting here watching this abomination. These days, if you want to attempt to enjoy a Jim Sterling video, you must come fully prepared.
Why would
with a
anyone
bag
want to
full of
enjoy your
drugs.
crap?
Because, okay, let's just say this. Jim Sterling at one point used to hold very valid opinions and a valid insight on shit in the community on games. But the problem is when he got involved with fucking Gamergate, it still uses that after 10, 12 years.
Gamergate,
What you want him to do well, at this point, shit.
Yes, and I just say
Then I
right now,
quickly
just
forget not
stop
everyone
already.
else is just like me. It's not a feat easily
Oh, and side
accomplished.
note, you should watch this game. You might play this one. It's still up free to download.
What's that? The one you're playing right now?
Yep.
Sitting here watching Jim Sterling while tripping balls will permafry a lot of people, which explains why her sub count has been dropping steadily over the
Her?
last 2 years.
It's
These
an
days,
it. Get it right.
Well, let's just say, over the last 30 days, he went down negative 3K 40% subscribers.
Wow.
And that's, like, the decline continues.
That is incredible. That is insane.
It's, woo!
Tune
Why
into
is-
a video to see some good old corporation bashing, which I approve of, and then you're met with politics, lectures, and reminded every day why gamers suck, and Jim despises them and the industry, even though this is the career path she chose. When goddamn Gamergate has to be brought up in 2022 to continue trying to make the same tired arguments, you're bound
Who's
to
still
start
even-
isolating
who's even
your own
listen about
viewers.
Gamergate
And it's
anyway?
videos like this one which remind
It was
me why I
some
unsubscribed
a lot of
myself
stupid
a
shit.
long-ass time ago. And before you say it, no, it's not because you transitioned into a woman. It's because you transitioned into an utterly unbearable whiny person. And we're gonna see that in full display throughout this entire video.
I got $100 here for groceries. I got $1,400 here for liquor.
Oh. Wait, who is that?
Here's how
It was a transition plus damn commercial popped up. But Jim Sterling has
Okay.
just,
And I'm going to stake my entire identity on that. I might not be better at playing the game, but I'm better at enjoying the game than you, than all of you, really.
Well, I don't know how to tell
Why
you
you
this,
ready to
but
shut the
bragging
fuck up?
about enjoying
that's flaming the
it
community.
everyone else is a lot more cringe and elitist in my personal opinion.
Wow, I thought we had to
Especially
worry
when
about
you're
DSP.
talking down
You have to
people
worry another
because
fat
you feel
idiot.
The way you're
You
enjoying
fat
it is
idiot
the
doesn't even
correct
talk
way.
about.
No, the correct way to enjoy Elden
Okay, here's the
is with
thing. How many, how, okay, Kage, okay, since we play as many different games, when you play Devil May Cry, is there a
Yes.
particular way you're supposed to play it?
No! You play it on your own volition. Like, everyone doesn't expect. Okay, let me clarify this to everyone. Donduri, one of the best Devil May Cry players in the whole the fucking world. Like, he's like one of the best players in the world. Are we expected to play like Donduri? No. No,
Oh,
we're
hell
not.
no.
That's like playing a fighting game. Expect you to play like Justin Wong or Daigo Umehara.
And here's the shit, when you play a video game, every game's controls, let's be real, your first initial, if you don't know how to play a game, the controls are going to feel shitty to you. It's only when you get better at a game, then you start to be like, yeah, I can basically, since you know the game, you're going to start saying, oh, the controls are great, because you know what the fuck you're doing.
Of course! You're gonna start off the control saying, well, this kind of sucked, but when you get used to it, you start to find it good. For instance, I went to go back and play GTA San Andreas for my PS2. I thought the controls were kind of, you know, a little bit lame until I
Yeah.
got used to it. Because I'm so used to GTA 5's controls, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I got used to it, and I just said, huh, this is actually pretty fun now. So yeah, you wanted about controls, Mr. Mrs. whatever the hell you pronounce yourself. You're absolutely fucking wrong.
Jim Sterling is just like, I don't know how far he is. I don't. Damn, I can't. The right these pronouns are gonna hurt my brain. Like, whew.
A bowl of weed, a 12-pack of beer, and half a gram of some penis envy mushrooms.
Oh God.
I think that's all that really needs to be acknowledged, but I get paid to make videos, so I can't just go, so I suppose we better talk about
Please,
video games.
I swear, John, this guy started reading movies. I'm going to
Well,
burn
when people
him.
did that, you wouldn't have
Her,
an
it,
audience,
whatever.
a platform where you can preach your politics, so you should be thanking them.
You know, I'm not one for the just shut up and play fucking video games rhetoric.
You should, because we don't need your commentary.
I thought my jokes were bad. I do, in fact, find it quite tasteless and borderline offensive at times. I'm often told to just shut up and play video games when I dare to talk about industry.
It's official.
or
Yo,
examine
John, it's
industry
official. I think this
trends
guy is the
through a
Karen of
critical lens.
the Karen
Or I talk about
of
social issues
gamers.
on my social
He looks like a
media.
transitioned Karen. That's the scary part.
Enough. How many more times do we
Oh,
have to
God.
tell you? How many more subscribers must you bleed before it becomes clear to you?
The just play games attitude prevalent in the online gaming community is intellectually lazy, philosophically cowardly, and typifies
Oh,
aggressively
God, it is-
apathetic
oh, God, he's
socialism
even
that
speaking
finds
like one.
embodied by the privileged entitlement of a class
He's
of
speaking
nerds
like a
that have never
Karen.
had to think about a real problem in their lifetime. All that said, if hardcore From Software fans could just shut the fuck up and play video games, I think I'd enjoy that very, very much.
No, you see toxic gamers who've never had to have a struggle in their lives, even though you all work full-time to fully support your hobby and understand life, probably a lot more than Jim, who just sits at home. You are not allowed to tell people who whine about the dumbest shit and insert their own politics into video games to just shut up and play games. Only Jim is allowed to be very critical of that argument and use it at the same time, because she has gone through so much in life, you know, sitting at home eating pizza, donuts, and playing video games all day. You cannot begin
I got a
to
donut in
fathom
my
all the
hand.
life
That's
lessons
funny.
she's learned at home behind a computer screen.
Let me specify.
You ever
that
had
I'm talking
you ever had
about a
Lamar's
particular
donuts
type
before?
of
Or
supposed
you
I
have a
ain't never
donut
heard
shop
of
at your
that.
house?
Oh, I do.
Oh yeah, it's
From Software
oh yeah, it's a
fans.
Kansas
Well,
thing. I'm
obviously,
sorry.
the people that aren't
You ever like
I
your own
got
donut
I got
shop?
Krispy Kreme.
makes the job for
I mean like
editor
your own,
10
like your
times easier
very
than I
own
could
like
imagine.
state.
Oh,
The
yeah.
game has been
I forgot the name of it, but yeah, we do.
world
It's in
within
down,
its calmness
not
and
downtown. It's in like
dreary circular discourse that occurs
the
whenever
plaza. That's a
From
few.
Software
That's
offers up its particular blend of chilling
10 minutes from
depth,
here.
beautiful bleakness,
Yeah, okay.
and obfuscating lore. As per the usual, the endless debate over game difficulty and accessibility has reared its
Oh my God, he's talking about the
Discussion
stupid
that the
difficulty
majority of
thing
the
again.
internet has already decided is pretty fucking
Oh my
irrelevant by now.
God.
Miyazaki has made it final. He doesn't want an easy mode in his games, and like you would expect from a typical Westerner, telling the Japanese man how to
Westerner.
make their game. Design an easy mode for the
Ever tasted a yellow dragon fruit?
No, I
It's
haven't,
juicy,
bitch. I don't
light
care about
flesh
the
that's
ad.
sweeter and more flavorful than the regular kind.
Yeah, the regular
Well,
kind.
that's
My
not
ass.
what I want. That's not my vision. Can you respect that? Can you just accept my art for what it is? No, you little shit. I'm going to bring this up every single time you release a game till the day I die.
And while I usually wade into the fray with embattled diligence to argue that easy modes are perfectly acceptable,
Oh no,
and
he's.
not at all
You know who he sound? You know who
problematic in
Jim?
literally any
You know who
video
Jim
game,
Sterling sound like to
I'm
me?
not gonna argue anymore, because it's
You
not
ever
an
seen
argument
Helsing?
these days, it's just a
Helsing Ultimate?
performance.
Well, I'm glad that
been a
we can
minute.
both agree everything you're saying right now is
Right
a
there, I know
performance.
what you're going
Only
with.
a completely stubborn and ignorant person would continue to argue
He sounds
in
like
such a serious manner,
Ceres.
especially after
Ceres
the creator of the
Victoria.
game says this is what he
Like an
wants.
ugly
You're
version
not
of
really
Ceres
in a position
Victoria.
to tell the creator of the game if
I know
an
you're
easy
talking
mode
about,
would hurt
yeah.
his vision or not. If he doesn't feel like he could build his game around having an easy mode, then he won't do it. And the same goes for every single fucking developer out there. You're not the one making the game. If the next From Software game does have an easy mode, then it'll
Don't
be
mind my
because he
mom.
wants it. Difficulty in Elden Ring, according to him, is all
And
designed
again, and
around
again,
hardships.
Elden
That's the
Ring
thing they want to
is
continue.
actually not that hard.
It really okay. I've seen people play it. It's actually not that hard.
Okay, go to my newest video. I'm using gameplay of it, and you see how I'm doing.
I seen your gameplay video.
Even when
I was
even when I get, if I get killed, that's on me because I should have fucking knew where to move.
Even Maximilian Dude, who is a huge Dark Souls fan, even understands the difficulty of Elden Ring. Yes, when you have a pro world record player like Maximilian Dude say, yeah, there's something wrong with it, and get good, yeah, you're completely...
This is the casual version of a Souls game that they've been demanding.
Of course.
It's just that the boss. Here's the thing. You know how it's there's many workarounds now to level up, and two, the little enemies in the world are not so bad as they used to be. They're very light. The bosses are difficult, but when you level up, you can feel that you start to match their ability.
I see.
It's all a matter of the boss will overwhelm you, but it teaches you what they're gonna do or how it fights. So then when you fight them again, you know what you're doing, and you're strong enough to keep yourself alive. So, I mean, Elden Ring's got the, I've gotta say, the best co-op.
It does.
Because all I gotta do is, let's say if I'm in trouble, somebody can just take over, start killing for me, and then you can actually collect souls like that very easily to be leveled up for the shit in your world. Oh shit.
You said, right?
So, back to Jim Starling.
And if they ever feel like making something more laid back with difficulty options, then they will.
The community is on autopilot with this endlessly repetitive debate. There's no hope of a resolution. Long ago, this whole discussion became nothing but an exercise in grandstanding. I've pointed out before that for all my show gets accused of repeating points.
Get my cup out of my room, I got something.
Actual gamer discourse
Oh shit!
perpetually recycles
I heard that.
the same tiny handful of debates
You have
repeating
cheese.
themselves
You
over
have
and over
hamburger.
again. Stupid and insignificant controversies
Two,
surrounding
actually.
review scores. Whether or not a game is
You have
too
hamburger.
woke for daring to
You need
have women and
one,
queers
yes.
in it. The
You
gatekeeping
have- and you
aversion
need the
to
noodles, and you
accessibility
need a
and
pot.
protest of the mythical casualization of
Yeah,
video
that's all you need.
games.
And some cheese.
That's it, isn't it?
You know, you'd figure for someone in the past who used to cover some of the most interesting topics of the
Sorry,
industry,
John, my lunch is at the
she'd be
coffee.
able to
Yep.
smell her own shit,
You're fine.
but apparently not. Which surprises me because it's so bad I can smell it through my monitor. These are obviously not the only discussions gamers are having. This is yet again Jim Sterling antagonizing the gaming community, painting them as the typical intolerant geeks. And as for the quote-unquote myth of casualization, are you fucking kidding me? Are you gonna sit there and tell me
Is there a myth on casualization?
There is? If so, I don't believe in it.
That's one of the very first times this was one of the very few first times I was hearing about it. I'm like,
I know, right?
so what?
Seriously,
Is every game too casual now?
No. Have you Oh, like, okay, if everything's too casual, I dare you to get to 9.9 in Smash using Sephiroth. I dare you. I would No, I would say that. I dare you. I double dare you to do that. John?
Yeah, I'm listening. I thought
Okay.
I thought you was something else gonna say because you sound like you was gonna say something again.
Oh no. I'll just say like I dare him to literally go on Smash Ultimate and literally go on there and just say, oh no, everything is probably casual or anything like that.
Jesus.
Really? I dare you to go get 9.9 with any character in Smash. Yes, even Sephiroth.
Their entire identity is gaming. Give a shit about it, right? I don't know, maybe not. I don't particularly care anymore. Maybe I left a few more regurgitated topics off the list, but it won't have been many. God, just fuck traditional gamer TM discourse. It's just so fucking puerile.
Obviously, this is not traditional gamer discussion. It's only traditional to Jim because she hasn't let go of Gamergate in well over 8 fucking years. Summarizing
8 years?
overall
Yeah.
gamer discussion
Eight
is
fucking
a bigger
years?
lie than you thinking you look good in a dress.
Why?
For
God
over
damn
10
it.
years, and nothing's been resolved. Nothing has changed.
Oh, did Jim think
Wrong.
she was gonna change the world? Does she think her videos were gonna make everybody suddenly be on the same
Also, who are you,
page
Vile?
she is? There is no resolution in a
Who are you,
world where
Vile from
everybody's
Mega Man
a little
X?
bitch. Give them
I'm gonna
everything
change
they
the
want,
world.
and they will continue
Man, Jacob was
Probably.
here.
and then there will be people
If Jacob was here, he would do his Vile voice right there.
Oh, Lord.
Thought you could change the world?
You've clearly
It's
seen that for over 10 years,
It will be
and yet
me,
here you are
Vile!
participate in the exact same conversation yet again. It's the only reason I decided to even make this video. The amount of bitching is so unbearable, yet so entertaining for those who can handle it.
Why did I respond to Jason's Scribe's tweet? Why did I do it? Why do I do these things to myself? That's all my replies
Oh, thank you.
have been for days.
You know, it really says something when people with voice of are not going out of their way
that violin
to say fuck you to
from
people who are
SpongeBob
giving
killed
them
me.
suggestions. All Jason Schreier is doing is giving a helpful tip, and then here comes Jim to use her ADHD and memory issues as some sort of crutch when paraplegics aren't doing this shit. Doesn't that say something? Am I crazy? Well, I mean, yes, I am. I'm chocked up full of drugs. But even I can see the sheer lunacy of taking personal offense to a tip. Why do you do it to yourself? Well, clearly it's for the attention, especially when you're centering it around yourself.
We could have all been just simping over this selfie, but instead everyone's talking.
Nobody's simping over your fucking selfie, bro.
Elden Ring.
No one's even have you looked yourself in a fucking mirror?
Elden Ring. It's a very good game. While we're on the topic, it's quite forgiving by Souls.
If it's a good game to you, then why are you bitching about it?
Punishing its players' mistakes. That's not saying too much. Regardless, there's been another shitstorm of debate over how accessible it should be, whether easy modes are the devil, and the merits of obtuse, willfully uninformative game design, and just... God, I'm tired of it.
Dog, at some point you gotta be tired of being so tired of it. Because I lost count of how many times you've bitched and moaned about it already. Maybe people wouldn't be unsubscribing if you weren't padding your videos like this. Say your
For real.
Shut the fuck up.
Indeed.
Talking about how sick you are of something is not an interesting topic. I know this video solely exists to meet a quota. I know this video
Oh my
only
god, it's like his
serves
review on Doom Eternal all over again.
creatively bankrupt.
Which I think is the
Jim
shoot.
Sterling covered that?
Yeah, Jim Sterling actually covered Doom Eternal.
Oh, I did not know that.
I wish I could have told you,
I
but
may
this
look
is
into
like,
that.
Yeah, look into that, but it's like before I even met you and Kyo, you know? Like, you know, when the time, I think it was a time like, yeah, I just got knowing you and Kyo and, you know,
Yeah.
so yeah, he did a video on Doom Eternal. I guarantee you, you watch that, you're gonna fucking laugh.
Quite the contrary. It's
Ouch.
at the heart of our entire lives. It is, in fact, the best advice anyone could ever give you.
I would pay money to watch Jim Sterling cry.
You're not exactly in the best of shape, so I guarantee you your poor heart will not be able to handle all this salt. At some point, you have to fucking realize you're just being salty. Look at the events that led to
Indeed.
this. Your entitled attitude towards Jason Schreier, giving a basic tip, and then the Elden Ring community coming to put you in check for being a prick towards such a harmless tip is what got you here. Get good is not the problem here. It's jackasses like you and the way you respond towards people giving you helpful tips. Fueled up with the Wawa.
Nobody cares about fueling up with the Wawa app.
So if your whole goal is to make it seem as if the Elden Ring community are the ones being the pricks, congratulations, you failed miserably. Of all the toxic, unbearable...
You don't get no points awarded, and God may mercy on your soul.
Somebody from the community giving helpful advice.
You say that knowing it's
See the
Easter
problem here, Jim?
tomorrow.
It's worth noting that nobody
You're here.
really impressed if you're brilliant at video games.
That
None
is
of
so
us actually
true.
care. In fact,
Oh, Kyo is gonna get on your ass still for leaving him.
you're fucking pathetic.
Oh, come on!
Fine. The royal we.
Okay, if it makes you feel any better,
Exactly.
I need
You're speaking
to get some
on behalf of a
food, okay?
shitload of people right now. Who are they?
Uh,
Suck at games? Well, I'm one of them, and I certainly don't want you to speak for me. Because when someone obliterates my ass in CSGO, not only do I punch a hole in the wall and throw my keyboard out the window, but I end up admiring their skill, and it pushes me to want to get better. You'd be lying.
Yeah, like me and Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
By people who are good at games. I mean, you can try as hard
You
as
got
you
it.
want,
I want
but
that footage of you
someone
destroying
taking
Dale.
absolutely no damage is way
I
more
wish I could
impressive
find
than
it, but he
anything you've
deleted
ever
it.
done in life. If nobody cared, we wouldn't
Challenge
have
him
these
again.
games. If nobody cared,
I can't.
running
I'm
wouldn't be
banned from him.
popular. If nobody cared, there wouldn't be pro players who make more than
I would
either of
love to
us
fight
will
Dale
ever make in
again.
our
And the
lifetime
fact that he's
sitting
playing
down
Marvel vs.
and
Capcom
playing
3
a few
again,
matches in one
Yeah.
I would
day.
love to
You
do
know
so.
what people don't care about?
Seriously,
People
you
who are
imagine?
bad at video games.
Seriously,
Unless
my
it's
team of
someone like
Wesker,
ESP
Akuma, and
Gaming.
Virgil will
It's
make me
okay to
cry.
feel accomplished of making your way through a particularly challenging video game. But once you start talking about it as if it makes you better than other people, if you start sneering at those who needed help and bemoaning video games being made more welcoming to newcomers or those with disabilities, you can just go ahead and
Here's the thing. He uses ADHD and memory loss when there's people who literally are missing a hand and can play the game with the feet and win.
Dude, do you remember the Brody leg situation about Dale? Do you remember that, John?
Yeah.
The guy who's pretty much like paralyzed from the waist down, from the neck up. The guy was playing Street Fighter 5 beautifully.
And beat
He
Dale.
was one of the most toxic people on the planet. So yeah, what's your excuse? Like I said, what's your excuse? Keep going, John.
yourself.
Is that what you think happened to you? Do you really think that's what get good means as well? We've seen how you react to help. What is it that you said again? Oh yeah, fuck this.
Literally, fuck yourself. Because Lord knows I don't think you should inflict your pointless little genitals on anybody else.
Excess salt.
You're the last person to talk someone. You're the last person
There's
to
no debate
talk
to be had here.
about
No
genitals
argument.
since you
You
cut
could
yours
actually
off.
provide a litany of reasons why accessibility in a video game is good.
Of course accessibility in a video game is good, but in what world is the difficulty of a game the same exact thing as giving more options for people who have physical disadvantages at playing video games? There's a difference between, hey, I would really like there to be a colorblind mode for this game, and hey, could you add an easier mode because I suck and refuse to get good?
But to make the arguments here on
Yeah.
the show, I
Wow,
feel like
what?
I'd be
Wow,
wasting
why is
my
he starting to sound like
goddamn time,
DSP
because
now?
They just need to be said again the next time a hard game is released and gamers TM glom onto it to swing their dicks around.
And that right there is the reason this horse is beaten to death each and every time. Let the damn thing walk away. I mean, at the very least, you're sparing me of making this a 40+ minute long video, so thank you. I'm honest to God so glad you're not presenting any actual arguments. It makes this entire video so easy to dismiss and trash. And that's what people are tuning in for anyway.
Let me just say this, plain as day. The more accessibility options a video game has, the better. And that's just that. That's just the way it is. This isn't a subjective opinion. There is no debate here. It's a stone cold, goddamn, fucking fact. Literally, every
No,
game is
it's
better
not.
when it
Anything
has
you
more
say is not a
accessibility
fucking
options.
fact.
And the
Everything
more
you say is a
accessibility
fucking
options
lie.
Literally every game has, the better.
No disagreement here. The more options you
Why
give people
do
for
you
accessibility,
sound
the better
like
product
that?
you have. But here's the thing, though, when it comes to video game
Why
difficulty,
do
that's
you
pretty fucking
sound
subjective,
like
isn't
a
it? Especially in the world
broken
of modern day video
Karen?
games, where difficulty sliders don't do jack shit, but artificially pad games and take up your time.
Sorry, sir.
Because
I'm
just
sorry.
like driving
And here's
is a
the weird
core
thing is,
mechanic of
I have
racing
friends who are
games, and
Brits,
platforming is a
but
core
come
mechanic of
on.
platformers. Being hard is a core
Kage's
mechanic
fooled with a
of
British
Souls
woman.
games. If a hard game is something you're
Yeah,
not
her
willing
name was
to go
Bulma Bunny.
through, then you put it down just like you're not willing to play a race.
Oh yeah,
because
speaking of
these
which,
are racing
yo,
games. A simple,
that guy-
cold, hard fact.
that
As
guy,
you say, don't be
Pixel
coming
that
here bringing
is
up
now
memory
sending
loss
pictures
and
of his hairline to
ADHD, when
Pokemon.
people with actual physical disabilities
Wow.
are being
I don't know why he's
bullied
posting that on
and
Twitter. He's making a fool of himself and it's funny.
Also, what is so special about Pokemon? Seriously, I
Seriously.
think she's okay. She's cute, but she's not like, you know.
She's okay, she's not all that.
Of course, yeah, she's not Megan Good levels of hot, or Megan Thee Stallion levels of hot, or what's that one chick name? That one Latina chick who's like in every single movie.
Mm.
Second of all, if you love these
That one
games
who's
as
like
much
in her
as you
50s.
claim, sure more people to enjoy it.
Not the Latina chick in Modern Family. I mean that one chick from Wild Wild West.
Of all time. Clearly more people than
You know what I'm
ever
talking
are
about?
playing these games, and nothing has
Yeah,
been
her.
compromised. The
Now that
vision
is a
has
baddie
remained
right
the
there.
same, the
That is
theme
woman I would
ongoing,
love to.
and people are
That is a
eating
MILF I would
out
love to
and
bang.
it. But either way, whether other people enjoy the game or not, isn't my fucking business. I can recommend games to people, but I can't make people enjoy them. Adding a difficulty slider would not guarantee you more people will enjoy the game. It's not about not wanting other people to enjoy this game. It's about whether they enjoy it as is or not, because that is what the game is. Let them buy it, let them play it, and if they don't like it, they have millions upon millions of other shit to play.
The more successful the game is, the
Precisely!
more people, the more money it'll make, the more content will be made available, the more game you will have to enjoy.
Quick, somebody tell him all of that happened with Elden Ring without having to add difficulty options.
Plus, the more successful a game is, the more people that it reaches, the happier the developers will be. And do they not deserve to be happy after making you happy? The only people who would, in fact, have
What?
a problem with that
What?
are
Hold on. Whoa! Stop right there. Stop right there. What? What kind of logic is that?
Anus.
What kind of logic is that? Like, you are literally thinking like a fucking Nimrod. You're fucking... Oh my god, John, I'm... Like, how much time we have left? Because you're literally... This guy is literally triggering me.
This is just the beginning.
You know what? If this is just the beginning, I would love to do this because I need some pepped up anger to get out.
Said all you want, those quote-unquote elitist pricks that just want the game to be hard are the ones buying it, supporting it, and making the developers happy. Not the people who are unwilling to play the game because there's no difficulty options. You can sit here and rant all fucking day about why
I know
the game
Pokemon
must have a
players
difficulty
who
option,
have fake
and yet
difficulty.
the results of its sales, its
And I'm not
reception,
even a Pokemon fan.
This game does not need a difficulty slider. It's pretty final at this point. This is what people want. This is how they like it. And those are the people the game is intended for. Not whiny little bitches who feel their enjoyment of something is entitled.
And this is why I decided to make some substantive arguments in favour of accessibility today, because the people who need to hear it explicitly don't want to. They don't care. They're selfish. They only view these games.
They're not selfish. They're not selfish, you fucking prick.
No, Jim Sterling is just complaining about the game in general, but it's basically the argument of difficulty.
Decided not to bring up any substantive arguments because when you bundle game
No,
difficulty in with
I think
accessibility,
I think
you're
he
gonna have a
is
really
Lechi Azrael.
fucking hard time trying to link the two things. So instead, you turn to this shitty straw man because it's a lot easier for you to take down since you haven't been to the gym your entire life. But isn't it hilarious how you on behalf of everyone else?
I like that.
More people can't enjoy it without difficulty options, and yet this is FromSoft's game to appeal to more people than ever before. Your argument
Seriously, it's
no
appeal to non-Souls fans.
Of course. I play Shadows Die Twice and Ninja Gaiden, and I think those games are brutally hard.
Especially with the amount of subs she's been bleeding with nothing more than her base stats. It's shit like this that isolated your audience. This antagonistic attitude towards gamers for no fucking reason other than pure unfiltered salt. How in the world are you supposed to paint this image of gamers being these absolute pieces of shit when you're the one saying fuck this to any sort of tip people give you?
If there's one thing Gamergate taught us, Gamergate.
Gamergate taught John, please give me the floor on this one. Please.
Go ahead.
Give me the floor on this one.
You got the floor.
What Gamergate taught us? Are you fucking high? Gamergate is
I
nothing
am,
more than
he's not.
Gamergate is nothing more than a mouthpiece to tell how gamers are supposed to how they react. That's not teaching you anything. That's like that's literally child grooming. Gamergate are literally it's pretty much the child grooming of gaming politics. You are that dumb to call Gamergate something we should be learning from. No, 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 no! You fucking incompetent trick! You fucking incompetent she-male!
Got any more? Or are you waiting to reload?
Hold on. I got one more. And to top it all off, you're really thinking Gamergate can teach real gamers how to be real gamers? No, the experience makes them real gamers. Not listen to piece of shit mouthpieces like you. I mean, come on. This is coming from the guy who literally. This is coming from the dude who literally had to bitch about Doom Eternal being too hard because he get. By the way,
Doom Eternal wasn't even that hard either.
It wasn't even that hard itself.
Once you get with the motion of the speed, all it is the speed you need to master.
Yeah, and also the only one I actually had trouble with is the Marauder. That is the only
Not
guy
even
who
really. When you figure out the fucking gun that you need to take him out, he's not a problem. On multiple runs, he's not that hard. Like after that, like the first time, yeah. But once you maybe a second run or so, you got him.
Of course. And believe it or not, this is gonna be the guy who had trouble with the fucking Marauder. I mean, yes, I had trouble with the Marauder, but come on, come the fuck on.
I actually would have more trouble with the fucking. I know they're easy to kill, but they jump around too fucking much, and that's the not the imps, but the ones with the rockets on their back.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that they fly the jetpacks and they got the missile launchers on their shoulders.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, those guys give you hell too.
It's weed, Azel.
It ain't no crack fight. It ain't no crack fight, but still. This. Do you hear yourself talk, Jim Sterling?
The crackheads are those homeless people that are near downtown. I got a home.
Seriously, do you even hear yourself talk?
Jim Sterling don't hear shit.
I swear, the more you talk, Jim Sterling, the more you sound more like a fucking Karen.
How long have I been out since my last edible?
With all its gatekeeping, elitism, and hatred of minorities, it's that people
Wait,
with
what?
some form of enrichment
What?
outside of video games can be right dickheads.
You needed Gamergate to teach you that? Anybody so obsessive with any fucking hobby they participate in is perfectly capable of being a dickhead, not solely gamers. And what makes you think the people arguing for difficulty are the exact same group exactly? You have no way of keeping track of each individual who participated in that event. It's quite honestly pathetic to see you try and leak this to Gamergate. Years ago, you decided to take Patreon money so you wouldn't become a joke like all the publications you were so critical of. And yet here you are, doing the exact same shit they do. Padding your content so you can just make your paycheck, taking up a huge chunk of space with an ad that nobody's gonna watch, and then wrapping it up by blaming Gamergate on everything. And then bitching and whining afterwards that you losing subs is due to the toxic nature of gamers. When in reality all you did was continuously isolate them, make them feel like they're not wanted by the person who they felt used to stand up for them the most. You went as mainstream as it gets. The only difference is you're doing it about 8 years too late.
Indeed.
Who pins their entire sense of self on a single geeky medium naturally don't want a diverse range of people to get into video games, because then it will reflect how much of an individual they aren't. When loving video games became mainstream, a lot of people who love only video games didn't feel special anymore.
What sort of twisted logic is that? This entire timeline.
That's what I'm asking.
Headcanon. It's not that gamers didn't feel quote unquote special anymore. It's that specific
Special anymore?
no longer felt special. All the people who used to bash video games are now the exact same people trying to tell you why video games need more womans, needs more queer characters, needs to bash you over the head every day about what's right or what's
Hey, hold
wrong.
on.
When you
At
do
least
something like that,
the only one I know that did it well was
special.
NetherRealm, shockingly
They become
enough.
as unbearable as every other source of media out there.
Melina? See what I did there?
Married really soon, and I feel bad. Cool Skull.
Oh my god.
Kage!
You said it wasn't getting worse.
I hear you. I hear it. I hear it, pal.
Frankly, miserable attitudes whenever a new game comes out just puts people the fuck off.
But nowhere near as much as your miserable attitude has turned people away from from your channel. You're not really in any position to be calling anyone toxic, when throughout this entire video we have seen your toxic behavior towards a simple get good meme. People don't even have to say get good. They can just give you a suggestion or tip and it sets you off. You know what they say about people who live in glass houses, right?
Which I guess is indeed what you want. You clearly want to limit the number of people who can enjoy these games.
You say that as if we have the power to pick and choose who can enjoy this game. No, the only people with that power are the ones who pick up the game and try it.
You know, for
I know.
yourself,
The money
Brad,
and the wallet. That's up to them to buy it.
yourself as a true
I bought it.
fan, you're not
Me
actually
too.
representative
I mean, I don't have
of
Elden
some
Ring,
sort
but
of
still.
fan base.
And exactly what makes you think you are. Do you feel as if your position that the game requires difficulty options is more representative of the community, the people who enjoy it, for being difficult?
You may visibly representative through the
Hold on, I'll be right
volume of
back.
your
Someone's honking.
caterwauling, but you're not representative of what the series is designed for, who the series is designed for.
You're not the goddamn creator of this game, Jim. Miyazaki is. You should be asking him. who
Seriously,
is it
I
for?
play it.
Nobody is turning to Jim Sterling asking what's the point of Elden Ring. And even then, different people have different reasons to be playing this game.
Because for as much as it challenges and punishes a player, it's a series of jolly
I killed
cooperation,
Urizen.
of experiencing hardship
I
together.
killed Urizen.
Experiencing hardships together is the meaning, and yet you want a good
I love how
group of
you kill
people to
Urizen.
discover that meaning.
The game
You
just
want to have
ends.
difficulty options to avoid experiencing
I only did it
those
twice.
hardships.
Used it with
It's
Nero,
the ability
Nero
to
and Virgil.
invade the world and ruin the lives of other players in the face of its overwhelming challenge. The Soulsborne series is ultimately about not being a fucking dick to other people.
Well, if that's the case, Jim, I expect you to never be a dickhead to people who give you a basic tip ever again. The game was designed around other players helping each other, as you say.
Oh
and yet
god.
when the help
So
is
not
offered
only
to
he's
you,
DSP,
you're
he's
a
also
massive
Wings of
prick
Redemption.
about it. You were a dickhead. The Elden Ring community.
There's a lot of that going on.
And now you're super salty
Well, he's
about
pretty
it
much just
and
saying,
refuse to take the
he's
L.
pretty much just
Now you
saying,
wanna
give me
sit here
money,
and
but don't
lecture
give me
people
advice.
That you're better at enjoying the game, apparently. I don't see the
Right.
enjoyment in your eyes, Jim.
Let me explain that point. Many, many years ago, when Demon's Souls was released, I made this argument that it is one of the
Yes,
best
he does.
player experiences. And I wasn't actually
Yeah, it
talking
does,
about
Lighty,
any
Azrael.
operative
It does
or
sound familiar.
manipulative elements of the game. I was actually talking about the little phantoms you see of other players existing in the world in the same areas as you. If you are unfamiliar, Elden Ring does this as well. You see very temporary glimmers of other players in the same area as you, performing actions in real time. Just the character models rolling, fighting, exploring, whatever. And I absolutely loved that as a concept because to me it sent the message that even if you're on your own, you and a whole bunch of other players are suffering together. And that to me was a very crucial point of that experience. You might be facing all of these hardships, you might be facing...
Okay,
Oh,
wait. You're bashing.
no.
He's praising shit that he was just bashing.
So is
You are
everybody
too.
else.
You are literally
How
as
is
two-faced
everybody else
as
supposed to
DSP
experience the same
is.
hardship together if they have the option to toggle it off. And even then, not every single person is having the same experience. What may be hard for someone may be a cakewalk for another person. Somebody may have found a solution to an area you're having trouble with. So you link up and play together, or you pay attention to the blood spots or signs on the ground. A difficulty option would make so much about this game pointless, you begin to wonder if people even want to enjoy the same game.
Shared suffering. It's better than suffering on your own. I certainly know that when I'm going through a rough, traumatic, upsetting time, I find myself wishing everybody else was.
What?
Traumatic.
What?
People are traumatized by the Souls games.
So yeah, that's
Oh my god. You're traumatized by the Soul game? You're traumatized by the Soul games? Are you fucking kidding me?
I really love that series. Sort of embrace
Dude, Bloodborne gives me fucking PTSD, but you don't see me crying about it.
of impending doom. We see this
I know Bloodborne is the only one that I was getting used to, and then I just said, fuck it, I gotta Souls ain't for me for now. But then Elden Ring changed that.
Told you.
And that's what I mean when I say that I'm better at video games
Ow.
than all of you. I am just the best one because I understand video games.
Hell, that oh, by the way, John, I actually fought that red cell, red thing for Cell in Tenkaichi 3. You're right. You're right. That is. You were absolutely right about that.
And the effort put forward into trying
You'll
to
see me
make
crying
anything
about
make
it, don't you?
sense is laughable. But please, for the love of God, maybe if you
You are
try
yours
your
in.
videos again, you might start attracting people to your channel again. But instead, you choose to continue digging a hole for your channel. If being quote-unquote better at enjoying a game makes you better at it, then going by that logic, I'm a better CSGO player than the world's best pro players. Because in my mind, I feel that I'm better at enjoying it than them. I'll be emailing you very soon, ESL. I expect $1 million contract with a side of cocaine and bitches. Believe what you want, but people saying the game doesn't
I
need
see what you
difficult
did there.
options is far less elitist than you sitting here and telling us the proper way to enjoy this game. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may Marika have mercy on your soul. And with that being said, I hope you
Marika.
like, comment,
Which
share,
is
subscribe,
basically
and
one of the
and
god
I'll be seeing
entities
you
in
bitches the next video.
Elden Ring.
Oh, okay.
Jim Sterling's
Oh my
officially-
God.
So what did you tell me? What did he say about Doom?
Okay, he said like Doom Eternal is pretty much just literally just a Dark Souls first person shooter. And it's not even that. It's the weird thing is Doom Eternal was not even that hard. I would say one thing: the Marauder gives you a challenge. The first time when you fought him, you know. The first time you fought the Marauder, yes, he gives you a damn challenge. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But when you fight him again and again and again, he gets used to beating because he has that riot shield, that little axe, and his little
And that
dog.
yeah, that damn thing.
And that dog. Yeah, that's the only thing that's troublesome.
That bitch's gotta
But
be
other
put
than
down
that-
sometimes.
But other than that, it's not even that hard. Hell, you even said the final boss is difficult.
To a
The
degree, but if you don't know what you're like, here's the thing: if you're just going in, not strategizing that final boss, yeah, you're gonna fucking die. Cause that final boss
course.
expects you to use everything you learned up to that point.
Of course, using the BFG.
So, do you think, when it comes to the community, is Jim Sterling a community fearmongerer?
No, he's not. He is.
Are you sure
he's
about
an-
that? There's evidence of his fearmongering.
I really do not want to say anything.
We're
'cause-
going, like I said, this is his execution, but in your eyes, it's a history lesson.
You know.
I need a historian
it.
here.
Yeah. But I do appreciate.
Alright,
I will say one thing. He did do one thing right for the Sonic fan base, and
that's true.
that's pretty much that's saying a lot, you know.
No, we're just making fun, like, we're basically just exposing the opinions.
Of Jim Sterling, that's it.
Yeah.
We're not like, you know.
It's funny, we're just criticizing his opinions, something he doesn't like.
Of course, like this guy literally bashes Doom Eternal, and all the other games, like literally just.
Alright, well, I'm about to press play. Let's go, John Boyega.
I want to give a little disclaimer before I talk about Jim Sterling, because due to this person's topic, we have to talk about politics. I hate politics. I despise people that ponder over it like a bunch of babies. But unfortunately,
Me too.
I have no choice but to call out a particular someone for spreading hate towards a person that doesn't deserve it. And as much as I don't like Five Nights at Freddy's, Scott Cawthon is not in a position to be ratioed or hated on for his actions. Actions that happened.
Are you sure you're
5
playing the right
years
video?
ago. For
No,
those of
I'm
you that
playing
don't
something
know,
that Jim Sterling. Remember, I said the next topic is, did I say he was a fearmongerer? And you said no, but I said I found proof of his fearmongery in the community.
Okay, go ahead.
So we can make fun of it.
Cool, cool. Because if you want to talk about the Scott Kaufman thing, I got all day.
Now, I understand that Republicans may have anti-LGBTQ views, but you have to realize that this is not the main reason why Scott.
Wait, hold on, John. Pause the video for a second. Wait, John, pause for a second.
Pause, I hit it, yeah.
Alright, let me. What is his political views? Even though I hate and not like talk about politics?
Who's?
What is Jim Sterling?
I don't know.
If he's a Republican, I will say this: if he is a Republican, he's calling the kettle black. Reminder: I'm not trying to get political, and I really hate it because I don't like talking about politics.
Every time you get political, you get irate.
Of course. But anyway, if he is political and he is a Republican, he's calling the kettle black. He's being a total hypocrite of himself, knowing Republicans are anti-LGBT members.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe me? Don't believe me? Ask every Trump supporter why ask any Trump supporter, should the gays have a free of speech? You gonna ask them to say hell no? One of them wants to burn, and the other one wants to die.
See, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. We're going through each of their each of the shit that he was a part of, or things that have transpired, so we can have a better understanding.
Yes, it is, Azrael. He was talking about Gamergate, which is a leftist thing.
I don't know if it was leftist thing or not.
Yeah, it is.
Because he looked to him as a man that could improve.
He donated to Donald Trump? Kage,
You
heard
donated
that, right?
to that monster?
Well,
He
look,
donated to that
I
fucking
find, like I
monster?
say, here's the thing. You know, I find Trump hilarious. You know, I don't believe in his really political views, but I find it funny.
I mean, yeah, he is. I mean, yeah, when it comes to when it comes to memes and all that shit, Trump is funny. But when it comes to politics, he's a fucking crock!
Now, not only is it completely retarded for these people to call out Scott for donating to the Republicans because of anti-LGBTQ beliefs, but it's also biased. Because you have to realize that the Democrats are most likely no different. And one of the people that Scott Cawthon donated to was also a Democrat, Tulsi Gabbard. For those of you that don't know, Tulsi Gabbard has had a history of anti-LGBTQ practices. So once you take that into consideration, why the fuck are these people being biased about Scott donating to Republicans? Also, not to mention the fact that the LGBTQ community are a bunch of fucking hypocrites.
Yeah, like I said, are you sure you're playing the right video?
Also has several of its own
I know, I'm gonna look for that Doom Eternal video. It's just, this was the video I had next on the thing.
Okay.
You have to understand. Scott Cawthon not only was ratioed by these people, he was also sent a bunch of death threats to the point where at the time, his 6 weeks pregnant wife was scared of what would happen to her and her baby. And this is all because he donated to a party that you people don't like. So to all of you that called out Scott for doing something he felt was right, as well as send him death threats, and then after you get criticized, you call us transphobic or homophobic, I just want to let you know, you're absolute scum and I fucking hate you. Because the moment
And you deserve to die.
after this poor man and then call us transphobic or
Oh yeah, the worst thing about it, he got
actions,
his address
even though
leaked.
him and his wife had their lives threatened. You guys are
Yeah,
the
Scott
biggest
Cawthon.
contradictions to
The whole
ever
Scott
walk
Cawthon
this
thing
earth.
was just
But
horrendous.
whatever. What do I know? You shouldn't take me seriously because I
Hey,
must
you
be the
wanna watch a really good video about Scott Coleman's
Now, let's
look
finally
at Josh
get to the
Scorcher's
point.
top 10
Sterling is
2021
pathetic as
fails.
fuck, because apparently
Trust me,
from the looks
it'll
of
talk a
this
lot
dude
about
is
Scott
his
Cawthon
mouth
there.
about dead drama. His first video on Scott Cawthon was published in June, and his response to the backlash took an ungodly 5 months. This should prove to you that Jim Sterling is pondering into dead drama and is obviously still fear-mongering over the fact that Scott Cawthon donated to the Republican Party, which once again is hypocritical because Trump has LGBTQ supporters. Oh, and the cherry on top, this motherfucker conveniently left out the one Democrat candidate that Scott donated to. The aforementioned Tulsi Gabbard. I mean, it's almost as if Jim Sterling is cherry-picking Scott's response to the backlash, because if they did bring up the Democrat, then it would go against their argument. Kind of manipulative of you, don't you think, Jim? Now, not only is Jim Sterling bashing on Scott Cawthon for donating to the Republicans, but Jim Sterling, for some ungodly reason, decided that it would be a good idea to slander Christianity. I know that I myself am an atheist, but if it takes an atheist to realize
My
that
man.
a religion, you should know very damn well that you're doing something wrong. In Jim Sterling's
Of
video on
course.
Scott Cawthon,
You don't
they
see me?
associate
Yes.
Christianity
Okay,
with
hold on. Before we go on,
KKK.
hold on, John. Pause the video. I applaud this young man. I applaud this man for literally coming up being an atheist, because literally now being an atheist is worse than being a fucking Republican now. For some reason, but I'll get into that fucking later. But yeah, bashing on Christians is fucking horrendous. Hell, I'm an atheist myself. I don't bash Christians. Sure, I make jokes. Sure, I make a whole bunch of anti-Christian jokes. But come on,
Bet you're
they're
not gonna
jokes.
go overboard.
Of course. Hell, I even made. Hell, I still had that imaginary friend joke. Someone literally. Okay, funny story enough. I literally said that, you know, that funny imaginary friend joke I made. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like say, oh yeah, I had an imaginary friend. You know what his name was? His name was God.
You're foul.
I know. People wanted to fight me for that. Like, really? People wanted to kick my ass for that. I'm like, what? Yeah, sure, okay.
Jim Sterling themselves, they have supported Scott since his RPG game, which is a Christian game, mind you. How incredibly ironic that they support
Just cook the
Scott
fucking
ever
cat,
since his
Keo.
RPG game, and then take a complete 180 as soon as he donates to a party that they don't like. That just comes off as extremely fucking petty. Hey Jim, remember when you said that Scott
Or do what I do when that cat slipped my wrist. Slipped my wrist. Kick it to the fucking moon.
Slit its wrist.
Last thing that I want to cover about Jim Sterling is how they are pro-transitioning for children, which is absolutely disgusting.
It was a young age, by the way, John.
Wait,
Bushido knows this whole
wait,
story.
whoa, Jim Sterling is all for the. He's pro-supporting for children, for supporting children who wanna transition.
What?
I heard that correctly.
So not only this guy is a fucking Karen, this guy is also a fucking This kid wants to allow children to become transgenders. They don't need to know about that!
That's some pedo shit.
That's some pedophilic shit right there! Children at that age should not be knowing about transgenders or gays or anything like that. When I was 6 years old, the only thing I wanted to know about was the next episode of Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Because you're basically wanting your child to change their
Which, by the way,
gender
that's still,
regardless of the
which, by the way, that'll be
context
my
that
favorite show till the day I
According to
die.
Jim Sterling, though, fucking fantastic. So now that we all got that shit out of the way, we are going to be looking at their response video from recently. And let me tell you guys, this is going to be one hell of a ride of mental gymnastics. that
Damn,
is.
you should have ended with a Dante
Let's
quote.
see what nonsense that this maniac has to say. Just seeing that intro every time just makes me want to cut myself.
It is often said that there are few more
You're not the only one, pal.
than those who complain about other people being easily offended.
Starting the video off strong with contradicting yourself due to the fact that you made this video because of the backlash, which is mostly you responding to transphobic or homophobic comments and not responding to actual criticisms. But we'll get to that later.
And it's often said because it's true, to the point of
Oh my god, this guy is an
I mean,
ant.
dude, if anything,
Oh my
this
god, this
referring
dude is
to
literally
the
a
downfall
Karen.
of your channel.
I swear, he acts like a fucking Karen.
Five Nights at Freddy's fans, or at least
He's literally the gamer version of Karen. And the elf in the gaming community is the manager.
Its creator was a little bit right wing.
And all because he donated to a party that you don't like, you decided to slander his religion, cherry-pick his donations in order to disregard the Democratic candidate he donated to, and accuse him of being homophobic and transphobic, even though that is literally the opposite of true. Also, the fact that you're dismissing criticisms around your video by assuming that the people that criticize you are not real FNAF fans is incredibly moronic and petty. You are the one that decided to criticize Scott harshly for a choice he made that he thought was right. Seriously, Jim, get your shit together and realize that your video was full of bullshit in regards to Scott.
These are the people who will tell you it's just an opinion. Get over it. Stop being so triggered, Snowflake. Well,
Let's say, is he mocking us right there, John?
He shouldn't be talking.
I know, right?
The moment he transitioned, he signed his snowflake card.
Indeed.
Oh, you want to talk about hideous? Your newest form of content, your attire, and the fact that you have pronouns in your bio.
Check if he has pronouns.
Also got a face.
Oh god, Oh god, he's one of those guys.
They do.
Yes, this explains a lot. Ever since he was criticised for donating to anti-LGBTQ+ politicians, including the likes of Mitch McConnell, Scott Cawthon has found no shortage of
Mitch McConnell feeds on poor people.
hardcore gaming.
Ah!
Some tie Cawthon's fun
Just like Anita Sarkeesian sucks on the soul
but when I published my own
of
video
action games.
Cawthon, a common response from
I swear, she actually made a video on like Ninja Gaiden, Devil May Cry, or Bayonetta. I'm laughing. I'm gonna laugh at her and gonna hit her with hardcore facts.
It does seem a little like the gamers TM are telling on themselves.
Once again, you are cherry-picking people's criticisms.
The lab kill?
That was the case, and even with that being said, the fact that you're addressing
Damn it.
attack gamers isn't
Those things are loyal. Those things will protect you against that cat.
He's the only one that said you were
Just ask Tom.
And here's the thing, he's not wrong. Because you literally made a video called Cyclical Gamer Discourse, where you essentially attacked people for criticizing games journalists for not being good at the games they cover.
Jim has
I
Kage.
have to ask you to keep that same energy.
Oh no.
Be hated by gamers. I am nowhere near
What do you mean?
despised to
What do you
the
mean he
same
has
level
me?
Kotaku is a website that manages to make angry
The hell do you mean he has Kage?
The slightest, most innocuous of coverage. Something about heads and living in them rent-free. In fact, I mentioned the phenomenon of Kotaku outrage in a recent video, and this past week, as Cawthon's malingering simps buzzed like the drones they are,
Ironic.
my theory that Kotaku triggers hilarious
Bro.
rage over absolutely
Bro, John, I can't wait to if he makes a video on NetherRealm, I'm laughing.
Five Nights at Freddy's game, not spearheaded by a man who'd rather quit game development than stop funding politicians that pander to hate groups, and Kotaku's reporting of it made people mad again.
Mad.
The Kotaku report
That was
on this
that.
new game said, well, turns out these games look way better when not made by some weird Christian dude. That's it.
Oh,
Cheeky,
that's what you mean.
but pretty
My bad.
innocuous and honestly kind, considering the spiteful and bigoted politics Cawthon regularly donates large sums of money to.
You do realize that Security Breach is not made by Scott Cawthon himself, right? It's a fan-made project that is inspired by his work. Also, once again,
He looked at games that you just said,
Scott's
Kage,
donations to
DMC.
Republicans.
Oh no!
Donated to a Democrat because he doesn't want to kill his own argument. Also, the fact that
I
he
go
likes
over it.
Kotaku
Yeah, I would break Jim Sterling, a new one.
Imagine being so fucking retarded to the point where you use an incredibly shitty take from Kotaku in order to further prove your point.
But Kotaku gonna Kotaku, and it didn't take much to whip hardcore gamer
Jim
Twitter
Sterling is
into
Why are
a
you-
frenzy.
What the hell are you trying to battle with Kotaku for? They are known for being wrong. They're worse than IGN.
I disagreed. I
Like, what are you talking about?
And in doing so, I made things kinda worse.
What are you talking about, Kotaku?
I don't think anyone watching this video is at all surprised that you don't agree with Eric Kane. Then again, why should we expect any form of sanity from someone that sucks off Kotaku and has they, them in their Twitter bio? The point that Eric Kane was trying to make is that
Oh god, he...
self-awareness.
What?
Let me ask you
He actually
something, Tim.
believes
Who was
Kotaku...
Scott being a Christian?
Kotaku?
Actually, no. A better question would be, why did your dumb fruitcake ass support Scott for several years
Oh.
to then turn the table
Damn.
and donate it to a group?
Hold up.
Like, if it's so okay.
Damn. Kage, would you want to interject right there?
No one other than him calling him a fruitcake? Fruitcake? That is so true. Also, you're calling the kettle black right there! You want to talk about Scott, and now you're donating to him while he's donating to Republicans, a party that you despise! You are literally a fucking hypocrite! Fuck you, Jim Sterling. I hope your whole fucking channel burns with you, only you in it. Not the subscribers, though.
And accusing him of things that he is not. I dare you to respond to that, because if you don't, then you've just proven my point that you're a massive fucking hypocrite.
The response I received from Scott Cawthon's fan base, or at least bigots pretending they like him and his not very good games.
That one didn't age quite so well. Well, that's rich coming from you, Jim.
Oh my
because you
god.
seem to have supported Scott
That didn't
since his
age
Christian
so well.
RPG game.
That was
and with
cool.
a little
It
bit of
didn't.
that spice
That
of
was great.
self-entitlement, you seem to think that you're one of the people that drove the creation of Five Nights at Freddy's. Now you're saying that his games are not so good? I'm gonna have to once again
I hate to say this, but not really. Markiplier, both Scott and Markiplier literally made them what they are now.
and
Keep
support
that
of
same
prejudice
energy.
has attracted the absolute worst scumbags who paint a grim but telling picture of the kind of person who thinks Kotaku being a bit childish is worse than donating to treasonous Republicans who have become more and more influenced by the policies of QAnon. So, like with Kotaku's article, I'd say my response was pretty harmless and very restrained.
You guys are.
Oh god, you fucking liar.
Fruitcakes don't know what the definitions of harmless and restrained are.
Responding to the charge of childishness, I replied with, "Now, Cawthon is a Christian fundamentalist who donated to right-wing anti-LGBTQ+ politicians. He is weird, and he is Christian. Not really childish, to tell the truth." Of course, many people have conflated my saying weird and Christian as if I was saying both of those are intrinsically linked, but no, I was just laying out the facts.
You know, when I think of someone that likes to lay out the facts, I totally think of a fruitcake that slanders a person's religion all because they supported a group that doesn't benefit you and your entitled community. If you're really gonna go that route in response to someone calling out Kotaku for being childish, I think it's only fair if you let me do so too. Jim Sterling is a drag queen who likes to strawman people's morals and make themselves look like they're in the right. I know I've been calling you names like fruitcake.
Wow, wow, he actually nailed that in the coffin. Literally. See what I did there?
Anyway, it didn't take long whatsoever for the hate to come pouring in. Brace yourself and enjoy the majority attitude that my take was inundated with.
Oh no, did someone call you a man? Did they not check your pronouns? Did someone burn your flesh? In all seriousness though, this is the part where Jim Sterling...
Oh god, he could. Oh god, if he starts calling himself man, if he goes with that GameStop tranny guy, I'm gonna laugh. It's ma'am!
Wow, it's almost as if Jim Sterling is once again being a manipulative fearmonger. But whatever. It's fruit. Fruitcake got offended by it.
Hey, what's your
The fuck?
dude? Oh, sorry, did I misgendered you? Well, I don't fucking care. How's your wife's boyfriend? Well, my YouTube numbers suck.
Oh, get Jacob.
No.
Oh boy.
Down because of you being trans.
I'll send him an invite here,
Your
okay?
subscriber count has been declining since 2019, which was way before you became a trans person. And the real reason why you're losing subscribers is because of the changes you've made to your content. You're attacking your own fan base, you're not appealing to the gamers that have watched your channel before, and you delve into the rabbit hole that is politics. None of this has to do with the fact that you came out as trans.
Yes, you did misgender me.
If you don't like it when someone misgenders you on the internet, then get the fuck off the internet.
My wife's boyfriend
Please!
was pretty well last I heard, and I haven't stopped laughing at your I don't fucking care, as if misgendering a trans person is some badass act of rebellion by a renegade who plays by no rules. Oh, you're fucking fearless, mate. Misgendering someone on the internet? Not only original, but...
On the internet? What are you saying? You fucking...
You know, if I could convert this fruitcake's massive scale of retardation into a weapon, I could conquer the world.
Nothing says I'm not weird by pretending to be woman. No wonder your wife left you, Jim. Some comments seem wildly obsessed with my ex-wife, who I split with in 2018 and have since been happy in a completely different relationship.
Really? Wow.
What happened?
I didn't know he was that far. I didn't know he had a wife.
Yeah, he did. Until he left. Until the bitch left him. It's whatever it is. Whatever Jim Sterling pronounced himself is.
Whatever he whatever he mutated into, I don't know.
How about grow some skin or do us a favor and get off the internet?
One really
I would love that. That would be a great... You would be doing the whole gaming community a goddamn favor. So I don't have to hear your fucking voice again.
He just said the pot. He took the words out of your mouth, Kage.
I know, right? You're calling the kettle black? You're calling the kettle black every argument you do. You're nothing but a two-faced hypocrite. You're more a hypocrite. You're more of a hypocrite than perfection is.
You're just making you and your peers look like dickheads.
Wow, Jim, your self-awareness is non-existent. Have you ever considered the fact that your logic can easily be applied to the people attacking Scott Cawthon, including yourself? I mean, bro, the deflection is real.
You can call that
Pretty
weird
much
if
this
you
guy.
like, but
Pretty much this guy is
to
pretty much saying what I'm about to say right now. So you're pretty much.
Gay marriage and trans people's rights to live hassle-free lives is blatantly fucking ridiculous.
And here's Jim Sterling being a fearmonger again, disregarding the fact that Scott Cawthon...
Never mind. John, you proved your point. You proved your point.
Scott Cawthon being transphobic,
It's far from over.
The fact that Scott Cawthon...
You have proved your point, John.
Did you let Jacob know that he was invited?
Frankly, I've never denied
Yeah, I actually did. I sent him an invite.
Just the other week,
He's
I
not-
appeared
he's
in a
not here
video
yet.
Speaking through a bright pink ball gag because I took offense to being called normal. It doesn't make me
He had a
any
ball gag in his mouth.
otaku that Scott whose career I thanklessly helped launch is weird. He made Chipper and Sons Lumber Company and thought it was cute.
Jim, go the fuck away, please.
Please, if you're into BMS, get that shit away from us.
Scott Cawthon, ever since his Christian RPG game, and earlier he said his games are not so good. Like, Jesus Christ, Jim, can you please keep that same energy?
That's not the best flavor of irony, however. No, the best example isn't even born out of prejudice, but out of a complete lack
Oh
of
my god, this
self-awareness.
guy is worse defending himself
Ever
than
since
EDP
Gordon's
is.
domains were first criticized, the most popular response from
And
his fans has been
EDP
to say
didn't
it's
even really
just
defend himself.
his
It was just
opinion.
basic
That's all.
mumbling.
Insults.
Just an opinion.
Yeah.
And opinions are completely harmless. Something everybody has a right to. After all, as one not at all dramatic response claimed, you guys are the reason why society will collapse in on itself because of childish fighting for having different opinions. Okay. If that's so true,
Coin the kid. Are you?
why are all these people
Are you
so
serious?
fucking
Are you
mad
kidding
over
me?
opinion? Why are they
This guy is
crying
literally
so
calling the
hard?
kettle
Why
black.
are they so unable to find the words for their frothing
Yo,
hatred
Jim,
that they're
ever look in a mirror?
borderline incomprehensible at times? Why is it okay?
I think the nostalgia critic said it, but you know what? I think the nostalgia critic said it better himself. Is it me or do you need another plate? Because are you full of yourself?
That one, but to lay it out plain, there is a collective of hardcore gamers out there who will simp for absolutely anything, provided it's the scummiest thing imaginable. You can't be so angry, so full of hatred over somebody's opinion, and then go on to say opinions shouldn't be criticized. It's an argument that simply doesn't make sense. If opinions aren't to be
Oh
addressed,
my
then you
God,
quite
so much
logically
self-reflection
stop
on
attacking
it there.
opinions. But these good defenders of an honest Christian boy just don't seem to get that. Or rather, they don't care. They just want to go to bat for anything that harms LGBTQ plus people, who they've made quite clear with their multiple hate campaigns over the years they want out of gaming entirely. There is no doubt this video will cost me several thousand more subscribers as I continue to lose the larger gamer audience and people who would rather
Wow,
listen to
the
grifters than
ego
women
on
talk
this
about
thing,
politics
this
that
mutant.
affect queer people.
The
But if
ego
anyone
on
continues
this
to do
mutant,
so,
I swear you.
Ah, yes, if people unsubscribe to me, so be it. Please disregard my...
John, are you hearing this shit?
He just made me drop my phone.
Oh my god. And that's the and that's
So, what do you got for this?
my thoughts in this. Pretty much that dude, that guy who made the whole video pretty much said my whole reaction to it.
Let me find something here.
Seriously. I have never
Somebody,
seen
have you
this
ever heard
much...
of Veto 2?
Veto 2?
Yeah.
No, what's that?
Veto 2 also made a video on Jim Sterling.
Yeah, I never heard of it, but let me hear it.
So much for the silent escape.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? How you guys doing? How you feeling? I'll tell you how I'm feeling. I'm doing okay. Doing okay. Why? Because despite all the horrible things going on in the world, there's at least one thing I can rely on. And that thing is video games. They're still here. They're still great. There's a new one out called Elden Ring, and it's super great. But some people are mad at Elden Ring. Some people are mad at Elden Ring for a number of stupid reasons. And one of the very stupid reasons that people get mad at Elden Ring is it's a hard game. It's challenging. Now, this is something that has been in video games.
Have you played? Like I said, have you played fucking Ninja Gaiden?
Playing Mario, it's not just a simple walk from left to right. You gotta jump over the enemies. You gotta squash them. You gotta find the coins.
Oh, Dick's here.
The whole point of a game is that it needs some amount of challenge.
Oh, Jake, you're just in time.
Hey, I'm in a meeting right now, so give me like 5 minutes, okay?
Alright.
Sure.
Now
who's
some
in
of
a
these critics
meeting?
are arguing, well, now that video games have kind of turned into movies, they're interactive story experiences, that we should dumb them down. There should be an option. There should be an easy mode or an assisted mode or the ability to skip challenging boss battles or something else. You know, for those people who just really want to enjoy the story. Okay. And one person talking about that, well, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into who's talking about that. And before we do, don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe down in the left. Subscribe to the channel.
This is the guy you're talking about?
Yeah, this is Vito 2.
Join the
Vito
Q&A.
2, okay.
And let's see who thinks that video games are not supposed to be challenging. Here's how challenging Dark Souls is, or Elden Ring. Elden Ring, of course, is a pseudo-sequel to these Dark Souls games, which I'm a big fan of.
Yo, why does the guy sound a little bit like SGR, a little bit?
Yes,
I don't
it's very
know.
challenging, and here's an
Like, he sounds a
example of
bit
some
like
challenges
if
that I-
SGR's in the chat right now, this guy sounds a bit low like you.
Dude,
But you're probably busy doing, you know.
I don't want you in my life anymore, Grandpa. How did you miss the fireball? Alright. It's melee time.
Yeah, Kage, how did you miss the fireball?
Don't point at me. I don't even have Elden Ring.
You're gonna get it.
Why? It doesn't interest me.
You don't want the
You
Zendatsu?
almost got me right there.
I mean, I already have a real one. What do I need a video game version of it?
The one in that game can split dimensions.
I already have a sword like that.
We were fighting that guy for at least half
Yeah,
an
but you
hour.
can't
Oh my
split
God, for half an
dimensions.
hour
You're not Virgil.
fighting this one guy.
I'm playing as right now.
Again, I love these games.
Oh, you're not
You
playing
know,
as
I felt
Nero?
like
Damn,
really
you turned
beat
your
that
back
guy
on your
and
boy.
it's like, man, I wish there was like a
I mean, I was
hand-holding
playing as Nero,
assistance
but
mode
you
where I
know,
could've just gave
I'm actually
up on the
doing like
challenge and
Son of
jumped ahead
Sparta
of life.
mode
I
on
said,
with
no,
Virgil.
this is a memory now that I will always have. I'm so glad that I recorded it because you know, defeating this boss did feel very good, especially with I had like 80 people watching.
Oh, we fight the
But if you're
dog.
playing it by yourself, it's a personal accomplishment. It feels good. Well, here's who thinks it doesn't feel good: is James Stephanie Sterling, who has gone from, I want to say, close to 1 million subscribers down to 840K. I think this crazy woman should have 0 subscribers. I never understood why anyone likes this person. She's nuts in the head. The only reason she ever got popular was because she said very obvious things, which I could say too. Do you need me to say them? Sometimes DLC costs too much. Loot box mechanics aren't great. Some video games are scams. What do you want to hear? It's easy. This is simple stuff, and everybody treated this woman like she was the prophet of the video game industry. Well, now she's here with a 13-minute video to tell us about why Dark Souls is bad, why Elden Ring is bad, and why we should feel bad about insisting that games should have difficulty. That there should not be these modes that handhold you through it. Look, I get that the crippled gamers with no hands are having trouble with Elden Ring, okay? They can watch a video of it online. We don't
Seriously.
Not every experience is for everybody, and if you're bad at video games, then don't play Elden Ring. Well, we're gonna go through this. I'm gonna have to skip around a little bit because 13 minutes. But let's see why James Jeffany Sterling thinks that we're
Jamie.
jerks by
He's actually wait. Is it actually Jamie Sterling now?
I think so.
Challenging game.
Oh no, another Jamie. What is up? Yo, John, I gotta ask, what is up with all these toxic people named Jamie?
I have
You know,
no
it's funny,
idea.
I shouldn't interrupt.
No,
you.
seriously, we have Jamie Sterling, Jimmy Markey,
Jim Sterling
Jimmy
are
Markey.
people who- I mean, let's
Who
be
else?
clear. We look very similar, but we've clearly taken.
Jimmy
we're both very
Kennedy?
passionate about video games. We're both very passionate about comedy and
That's
making
one
fun
thing, yep.
videos. Clearly, two paths.
Like seriously, why are all these?
James Stephanie Sterling.
Why are all these Jamies all controversial?
Oh, it's James
making way more
Stephanie
money than I am,
Sterling.
but I'm gonna argue.
Stephanie? Oh my god. Why did they have to have my sister's name?
Wait a minute.
Clown lady.
Did he fully transition, or is he just a cross-dresser?
What?
Let's look at the clown. Am I mean? Is that too mean? She looks insane.
Elden Ring has been released, and with it has come a flurry of discourse.
Oh god, James Sterling has boobs now. I'm being mean. Don't be mean. Be mean. Let's focus on. I don't know what the fuck. Just go. Just say it. Just whatever.
A new From Software game has been unleashed upon the world, and with it has come the same tiresome, dreary, circular discourse that occurs whenever FromSoft offers up its particular blend of challenge, depth, beautiful bleakness, and obfuscating lore.
I agree. We've had this discussion already. So why don't we just accept that we never have to have this discussion again? You want video games to be fun little, I don't know, meaningless distractions with no challenge where anybody can just come in and go, I just want to see all the story cutscenes. But you can just watch, if you just want to see the cutscenes, just watch a YouTube video. You have the ability to do that.
That's what I did. Hey, that's what I did with Dirk of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII.
And everybody else is telling you, bro, it's...
I just watch all the cutscenes because Dirk of Cerberus never interests me.
Okay, there are, if you want to experience the story and whatever else, that's why we have YouTube now. Go nuts.
Everyone, we have to protect Kage from a woman who's trying to chase him with a loofah.
We keep having this discussion, but we're gonna have it again, so let's have it.
No need. I already have protection.
It's just so...
Besides, she's slow. Very slow. I actually beat John. By the way, John, how fast are you?
I'm pretty fast on my legs.
Then you and I can outrun Sam.
Okay, so this is why Jim Jam made this video. Is Jason Schreier had a little helpful tip. He said if you're planning Elden Ring, have a little journal or a text file next to you. That way, when you put markers on the map, your markers will have numbers on them. You could be like, marker number 3 was this thing, marker number 5 is this thing. That's a good tip. Thanks, Jason. I know people don't like Jason, but that's a perfectly reasonable tip.
Was this a live stream or was this
Speaking as
it was
with memory issues and
this guy's
ADHD,
going over it.
Fuck doing this.
It's a regular video.
Okay.
Really?
Shit.
Really?
He's making funny ass face. He's making funny ass facial expressions.
Look, I get the issues. I forget.
I gotta say right now, like I said, this dude is literally this dude sounds a bit like SGR. Which, by the way, we gotta bring him one day if he's not. I already know he's busy with his kids right now. Okay.
What do you even
Like preparing for Easter. He's already preparing for his kids, so. If he is, yo SGR, if you are watching this,
what are you mad
why does this guy sound a bit like you?
Explain this?
We could have all been just simping over this selfie, but instead everyone's talking about whether you need a notebook for Elden Ring. I shouldn't have done it.
You don't need one!
You don't need a notebook. I have markers on the map. Yeah, I'll forget where stuff is, and then I just come back to it and go, oh, yeah, there's that thing. It's just like, if you really want to remember where stuff is, you can make a little note in a notebook, and it will be helpful. And for some reason, Jim is turning it into an accessibility issue where games don't respect my ADHD. Alright, Jim, what are we talking about here?
It's worth noting that nobody's actually impressed if you're brilliant at video games. None of us actually care. In fact, the more you brag about it as if it's worth a damn, the more we think you're fucking pathetic.
I'm gonna interject here, I disagree. People who are really good at video games, I find it very interesting. My buddy Dick, whenever I go over to his house, he's watching speedrun videos of Mario. And yeah,
wait, really?
That's kind of part of the argument. Is that if there was an easy mode, now if I watch a video of a guy and he's fighting a Dark Souls boss, I go, whoa, look how quick he took that guy down. Or wow, that was a skillful dodge right there. But if there's an easy mode, you know, I mean, I guess I could look up whether or not he's playing on easy or hard, but regardless, it loses its luster. It's no longer this thing where it's like, if you could defeat this boss, that's an actual achievement. It's like, you interpret it differently if there's an easy mode versus a normal mode or whatever else. So, yeah, I am impressed by people who are very good at these video games. is an interesting skill. It's not. I'm not saying they're my heroes or anything, but I'll watch. The other day I was watching a Counter-Strike tournament. I'm terrible at Counter-Strike, so watching guys who high-level Counter-Strike play, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. These guys are really good at this. So I don't know what Jim's going on about, because I know Jim also probably watches videos of people playing video games competitively or speedrunners or whatever else. And
I would die to, I would die to hear him, his commentary on like, Evo. I would die to see
Kage's
that.
going to Evo.
The only Evo I would go to is the Marvel vs. Capcom one.
No, we're putting you in Smash Brothers.
Oh no, I'm not trying to go. Oh no, I'm not trying to go to that rabbit hole.
And Dale will be your last opponent.
Get good is
then gladly.
Or like, oh, the game's too hard, we'll just get good at it, dude. Nobody actually thinks they're better than anyone because they can beat Dark Souls. I'm pretty good at video games, I'm not the best. And yeah, I think beating Dark Souls is an accomplishment of mine. I go, yeah, I beat Dark Souls, I'm pretty good at video games.
You think so? I beat every Ninja Gaiden. Hell, even the worst one, Ninja Gaiden Z.
I don't think there's really. I think
you mean Yaiba?
The guy who goes, I beat
Yaiba, yes.
Game backwards, and with 0 health, and my character was.
Let's talk about the best Ninja Gaiden.
I don't know, maybe there's 1 or 2 of those guys, but ultimately, it feels like you're attacking a straw man.
Please tell me you're joking.
There's no debate to be had here. No argument.
Do I look like I'm joking to you? No, I'm just kidding, I am.
Nah, for a minute there, John, I really thought you were serious.
Oh, I played it and enjoyed it the first time.
No, man. If you I would say this: if you enjoy it for the opening cutscene where Ryu and Yaiba fights it out, then yes, enjoy it for that. That's the only part you can enjoy.
I can't believe there's no trigger warning in this game. Nonsensical. 90 videos with a total of 16,000 views. What a waste of.
Oh wait, now I know why Bushido won't be here. I think he's at Sakura-con.
Kinder Joy. Treat plus new spring toy. A little surprise goes a long way.
Oh, speaking of SGR, he's streaming right now.
Oh, he is? No, yeah, he just got back. He's back at yesterday. He was only, I think, for a day or so.
Yeah, he's streaming Marvel Nemesis, I believe.
Accessibility options a video game has, the better. And that's just that. That's just the way it is. This isn't a subjective opinion. There is no debate here. It's a stone cold, goddamn, fucking fact.
Wrong. Incorrect.
You're incorrect!
If you want accessibility, if you want to say the more accessibility options you can have that don't at all intrude upon the gameplay itself, sure. If you want a colorblind mode where the characters are like colored a little differently to make it easier for people to see, it is true. Last of Us 2 had a lot of stuff like that, or like.
We don't speak of the woke nonsense.
Yeah, seriously.
Sure.
We don't speak of woke of us lost. Part 2. Give me a sec, I gotta use the restroom, okay?
Is that difficulty is an integral part of a video game. It's what a game is. If I went to, have you ever looked at a chessboard and said chess is too hard? Why don't they, I mean, I guess you could make the argument you can have a handicap in chess if you're playing against a higher ranked player or whatever. I think they do that. But still, we're not going to fundamentally change the rules. We're not going to say you get to start the game with an extra 5 pawns because you're in a wheelchair. It's either chess is a game for you and your skill level and your abilities, or go play a game that is more your speed. If you have a certain disability or handicap, great. But let's be clear, the majority of people who want an easy mode in these games, it's not because they are physically handicapped in some way. It's because they're just not very good at video games. And I hate to say it, okay, so you're not good at video games, you don't have the reaction speed. There's plenty of games out there which you can enjoy. And if you look at Elden Ring, you go, yeah, but it's so interesting, and the lore and the story building. Again, why not just go watch a video of somebody else playing it? I have tons of fun watching lore videos. I mean, there's parts of Dark Souls, and there's some of those Dark Souls games I've never even beaten. I never beat 2. So what I'll do is sometimes I'll queue up a video and I'll look at the secrets or some lore videos or watch a guy fight a boss. And it's a perfectly legitimate way to experience a game if you, A, don't have the time to do it or don't have the skill. But I also don't think, again, it's not like these games are impossible, and especially Elden Ring, which is an open world game. If a challenge is beyond your abilities, you can just go and farm, you know, stupid little goblins and raise your level that way, and eventually you'll be able to take on whatever challenge you want. So this idea that it's objectively good to have an easy mode in games, again, when the purpose of the game, Dark Souls is a series, and Elden Ring as well, all these Soulsborne games, as they call them. The challenge is the experience. The challenge is woven into the gameplay. The gameplay wants you to die. It's part of the narrative. The narrative is that you die over and over. You're this soul who's trapped in this weird sense of limbo where you're constantly dying to these horrible challenges. And I was thinking about this recently where, I mean, it's theorized, and I agree with this theory, that, you know, some of the people you meet along the way who are wretches like you, but they've lost their minds, they've gone hollow, as they say, they've gone insane. Those are all the players who gave up because the game was too difficult. And you walk around and you slaughter them, and you go, I'm the one of these guys who was able to get through the experience and really dig in, learn some skills. And again, most games are very easy these days. So we have one series that is challenging. And I don't know why we lose our minds and we go, well, we have to change that one too. No, why don't we just have this one as the one that is hard? There's some other games that are very hard, but how about this one? It's just a series that is well known for its difficulty, and we don't need to make videos about why it needs a trigger warning. We can just let the people who enjoy challenge, and if you can't handle it, just find something else. There's a million video games in the world for you to enjoy. Go play Zelda. Go play Mario. There's plenty of games out there that are going to be more your speed.
Literally every game is better when it has more accessibility options, and the more accessibility options literally every game has, the better. Like, it's never made sense to me that anybody would have a problem with more people enjoying a good game. First of all, more people having a nice time is never bad. Why would you not want other people to have a nice time?
Why would you not want, at the highest echelon chess tournament, that anyone can just show up and enter and play against grandmasters? Why would you not want that? More people are having fun. Or, you know, like the NFL. How come we don't just let anybody be an NFL player? And they can just take to the field and put on a
Damn, who's knocking on my door?
It's more accessible. No, that's the point, is that these games carry with them a sense of accomplishment and accolade. Not exactly on par with winning the Super Bowl, but it is a personal accomplishment of the game. And it's not an accomplishment if at any point you can put it on easy mode and get right to the end. And then the people who tell you they beat it, you go, well, I don't know if you beat it for realsy or if you put it on easy. My own experience of beating it on hard is kind of cheapened when anybody can just get to the end of it without even trying. That's the point. The sense of accomplishment and triumph are lessened when you know that anybody can just breeze in, click the I'm handicapped button, and skip boss battles. It becomes this muddy thing. It's no longer a badge of courage to say, and again, I know you're saying, well, it shouldn't even be a badge. It's just a video game. Who cares? No! I like telling people I've beaten Dark Souls. It feels like an accomplishment. It feels like a rare thing that not everyone has done. And it's the same for other games like Dark Souls 3, where I go, God, I really want to get around to beating that, because beating that would make me feel a sense of accomplishment for being one of the few people who has beaten that game. Not everybody has the time or the skill to beat it. And you're going to take that away if you can just make it an easy mode, run straight to the end. Again, you go, well, then more people get to have fun. Yes, and it ruins the fun of the people who care about challenge and difficulty. Okay? So in a way, less people have fun. Okay? More of your type of people have fun, but my experience is lessened knowing that this thing that I am trying very hard to complete is just given away to anyone who wants it. It's the same, that applies to anything in life. If I work really hard for $1 million and then you give everybody else $1 million, you understand that you go, well, isn't it better that everyone's a millionaire now? And you go, no, because all the work I put into getting my million, I now feel like, well, what the fuck was the point? I could have just done nothing and got the same experience. That's the point. And I realize that's an argument against welfare and a lot of other things, but we're not going to get into the complexities of that.
The BK $5 Your Way meal is here to make your choice easy and so tasty. Go straight to the Double Whopper Junior with piping hot small fries, 4-piece crispy nuggets, and a refreshing small drink. Can you believe you get all this for only $5? The $5 Your Way meal, only at Burger King.
Second of all, if you love these games as much as you claim, surely you want more people to enjoy it.
No.
The more successful the game is, the more it reaches people, the more money it'll make, the more content will be made available.
No, these are all bad arguments. The reason it is making so much money and the reason it's so successful is that people are addicted to the challenge of it. I would argue that making it easier, and they already made it easier for this one, they've made some compromises, but if you strip the difficulty out entirely, that's it. Okay, the appeal of the genre would be gone. You seem to think, well, then more people will buy it and they'll make more of them. I think less people would buy it. If, again, there's a lot of games out there that might have, like, very interesting worlds and whatever else, but I just have no desire in playing them because there's no challenge. They're too easy.
Plus, the more successful a game is, the more people that it reaches, the happier the developers will be.
But that's like arguing that if you made a video game where, again, you just walk from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen with no enemies or challenge,
What I miss?
that would be the most popular video game ever.
Bullshit.
And everybody can enjoy it, and there's no accessibility barrier.
Wow, what
That's
happened?
the argument you're making.
Oh, Jake's
that
back.
The best video game would be click the mouse.
Uh-oh.
This should be interesting.
Does Jake know about Jim Sterling?
Don't say that name.
Who's Jake?
Jim Sterling.
Now, who's Jim Sterling?
You don't know who he
Now,
is?
also, I'm not Jake.
Oh god, I'm like...
I, the one's gonna change the future. Me! Vile! Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I told you he would do his bio voice. I told you he would do it.
Anyways, so and yes, I know who Jim Sterling is, by the way.
He is falling under trashing From Software.
Damn.
The Souls
By the
developers.
way, hey, John, Kage, are you guys gonna be available anytime soon? Like whenever you guys get done with the stream, because I'm about to do a stream. I don't know what game maybe I should probably stream some Shadow of Colossus. I was thinking I bring everybody in because I set up a chat party.
Yeah.
And I also brought in also brought in Tani, you know, the one that did Maria in the comic dub. And I was just thinking, like, hey, you know, maybe I can make like my own party dub or my own party chat. Get everybody in, you know, like Bushido, Conundrum, Libra, everybody else here. You know, just have a good time and stuff.
I can understand you, like me, John, and Conundrum. Bushido's probably in Securicon, I think.
No, yeah, I know where he's at. I'm just saying, like, in the future, later.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. I didn't mean, like, right now. I mean, like...
No, yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Shit, which way do I go? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been playing Elden Ring, and Jim Sterling is falling under the list of people. It's like, dude, the game is not for you. Just shut the fuck up.
He's one of those guys. He's one of those guys who can't take no for an answer.
And I didn't know he transitioned. That's sad. Poor
I know,
guy.
right? Well, what do you expect? It's Jim Sterling. He goes. I mean, his whole slogan is because everything I say is correct, and you can shut your fucking mouths. That's his whole slogan.
I mean, Elden Ring since it's come out has got already 12 million sold, but yet it's like it's upset so many gaming snowflakes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and hell, this came from the same guy that fucking was fucking flip-flopped so fucking bad about Devil May Cry 4 being really good regardless of the microtransactions, and then when Devil May Cry 5 started getting microtransactions, he starts fucking, oh no, we can't have this one. We can't have this in Devil May Cry 5.
And it's not even that bad in Devil May Cry at all, because you can play the game without them. They're just annoying if anything, because those games you get a lot of orbs anyway.
Exactly. The thing that's the whole thing of it is. That's the whole thing of it is. And damn it, I wish Keo was in here. I was gonna talk to him about the whole,
he's away. He's also doing it somewhere. He's in a location similar to Bushido.
Okay.
I just know that he's being held hostage by a white cat. Apparently a cat.
No, it was a brown cat.
Oh, it was a brown cat? I thought it was a white cat. So, I'm just like wondering, like, well, I'm not a Souls fan, but yet I'm clearly enjoying the game. And mind you, I've been able to kill the bosses. I die maybe 2 times on the bosses. I just gotta learn their pattern. And the Souls game, like Dark Souls is hard, like those other games, but Elden Ring, they say we need to make it easy. Well, guess what? This game is fucking easy. It's just use your fucking brain.
Exactly.
Precise.
Precisely. Use your brain, you fucking wankers. Alright. What game should I stream? Should I stream from Devil May Cry or Shadow of the Colossus?
Well, you should download SpongeBob and download that.
I wish I would, but I wish I didn't have so much. I wish I wasn't running out of fucking gigs though.
Well, you can just add it to your library before it goes off from free.
Alright, yeah.
You know what? You know what? Just do Shadow of the Colossus.
It's that battle for Bikini Bottom shit.
Yeah, just do. Yeah, I would suggest you do Shadow of the Colossus. You already did Devil May Cry 1. I think. Have you did 3 yet? Have you live streamed 3?
No, I never live streamed 3.
Then do that one.
Or, you know, yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, hell, my party chat is called the Devil's Stylish Advocate, so why not?
What's so funny about? What's so bad about that? That was actually really good.
I wasn't laughing at it. I was like, I was like, that would be something in that line.
Oh. But yeah, maybe I can stream Devil May Cry 3. I mean, I had a little bit of trouble. But yeah, I was trying to get through the missions and stuff. But yeah, why not? And plus, I was trying to get most swords I can. So I'm thinking maybe I could do a redemption run of Devil May Cry 3. It's just, you know, get that out of the way, because I want to see if I can bring everybody in.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let everybody know. Hey,
I'm just going back now to play Devil May Cry 5 on the higher difficulty, and now I got I like using the Mega Man Buster. For some reason, it makes it easier.
It really is.
Let me guess. You're playing on Dante Must Die mode.
No, I haven't got there yet. I'm beating each of the things to have the style point, like the style ratings for each of the difficulties. So I'm going through. I think I just got past Devil Hunter. Now I'm on the one that's above it.
Son of Sparta, which I'm playing on.
Son of Sparta.
I already went through Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry.
Oh. I told this to Kage. I don't know if you'll be able to figure this out. I've been playing Asura's Wrath, and here's the ranks it always gives me. It gives me an A for the time limit, but for synchronization and my kill rate, I get 2 S's. The game's telling me it's giving me a ranking of ass.
I get that sometimes too. Every time I play Devil May Cry 3,
like
every time.
It'll say A. Okay. You think you're gonna get a bunch of A's? Oh, there's an S. Probably I'll get an ASA or some shit like that. Nope, you get AS. I'm like, why the fuck? Okay, are you trying to the game? Are you trying to tell us? Are we ass? Because we clearly just did good.
That's not possible. That's not possible because it's literally. It's not possible because, you know, the grading in Asura's Wrath is busted. It's busted as shit.
Oh, it is?
It really is! Like, you can do... I actually got so... The quick time events I actually nailed perfectly. Tell me why I got an A rank.
Why is my dog barking again? Get my fucking nerves.
Thank you, Asura, you and your... Thank you, Asura, you and your goddamn screaming help me out. I heard that.
I just don't like when the game starts making me play as fucking Yasha.
What's wrong? Hold on, whoa, what the hell? What's wrong with Yasha?
I never said nothing's wrong with him. I like his character. I just don't like playing as him for some reason.
Why not?
I don't know. I like playing as Asura.
He's literally Virgil.
I know. I'm gonna kill my...
You're gonna kill your what?
Every time I close the door, the nigga starts barking.
He misses your company, John. You know, I wish I should have powered you up, Shadow.
Man, I gotta leave this match to see who the fuck he's barking at. Probably barking at the door.
Okay. Ah! How dare you? I created you, Shadow, and this is how you repay me! Ow. Yeah, you won't be... Yeah, you won't be... What the hell is this video?
Nobody can match my skill and my power. Nobody can match my skill and my power.
Well, okay then. Is anyone there? Yes.
Well, Kage, do you got anything to say for everybody? I got some family that just came over, so I'm gonna get it off.
Easy. If you are a fan of Jim Carrey, I almost said Jim Carrey, Sterling, I'm sorry. I need you to do one thing. Look yourself in the mirror.
And die!
Think about... Not die.
Oh, okay.
I'm not Gohamit. Look yourself in a mirror. Think to yourself, do you really want to be a fan of this SJW? And just think for yourself. This guy thinks Gamergate is a learning experience. Let that sink into your heads. So I suggest you move on. And Jim Sterling, get the fuck off of YouTube.
Get the fuck off the internet.
Get the fuck off the internet. Forever. Go ahead. Now you can call on, John.